Your person is caught in a restless cycle of sleepless nights, their mind consumed with thoughts of you and their deepest fear, that they may lose you to someone else. Every passing day feels like time is running out, and the weight of this uncertainty is pressing heavily on their heart. They are painfully aware that you, too, have grown weary of this long separation and the waiting phase that has stretched on longer than either of you expected. The distance has been hard on both of you, and while they can sense your guardedness and emotional walls right now, their heart aches with a longing for intimacy. They want nothing more than to bridge this divide and hold you close, to feel the safety and warmth of being with you in a way that words cannot fully capture. No matter how much they try, they cannot think of anyone else the way they think of you. Their mind is filled with images of you, their heart with dreams of a future together. To them, you are the full package, the embodiment of everything they could ever want in a partner. They see you as husband or wife material, someone they could truly build a life with, someone who offers not just love but partnership, stability, and deep emotional connection. This separation, though painful, has opened their eyes to the reality of who you are at your core. They have come to see more clearly your independence, your emotional maturity, and your unshakable loyalty. These qualities only intensify their admiration for you. What shocks and humbles them most is your authenticity, how you remain true to yourself, never bending your moral values for the sake of others. They admire you in ways they never thought possible, and it leaves them both inspired and terrified of losing you. Despite all this admiration, they cannot deny their unhappiness with the state of the connection as it stands right now. They regret not taking the necessary steps earlier to ground this relationship in reality. If they could go back in time, they would make different choices, but now all they can do is live with the weight of those regrets. There is a fire in them, a strong desire to rush toward you, to close the gap, and finally claim the connection they feel so deeply. But as much as they long to move forward, they hold themselves back, afraid of coming across as impulsive or immature. They want to approach you with steadiness and maturity, not with reckless emotions that could jeopardize what they are trying so hard to preserve. In their eyes, you are more than just desirable, you are magnetic. They see you as sexy and successful, a person with an aura that draws them in effortlessly. There is a mystery about you, something they can never fully grasp, and that is what makes you so irresistible to them. They love the way you reveal yourself slowly, layer by layer, never rushing, but instead unfolding in the most natural and beautiful way. This patience, this subtle strength, reveals how powerful and confident you truly are. Every time you show them a new side of yourself, they fall deeper, unable to resist the pull of your presence. They are convinced that you are unlike anyone else they have ever met. Where others might conform or put on masks, you stand tall in your authenticity. Where others might waver, you remain rooted in your values and beliefs. Your resilience and self-assurance have not only shocked them but also challenged them to look at themselves more closely. They see in you the qualities they wish to embody, and they cannot help but feel that you are the one who balances and completes them. Though they are holding themselves back at the moment, it will not be forever. They are preparing themselves to take a leap of faith, to step forward with an open heart and an optimistic spirit. Deep down, they know that if they don't take this chance, they could lose you forever, and that is a risk they are unwilling to take. They want to succeed with you, to build something lasting and real, something that no distance or separation could ever tear apart again. They don't want to be a memory that fades into the background of your past. They want to be the person who walks beside you into the future. Your person is gathering courage, piece by piece, to overcome their fears and doubts. They may move slowly, but each step is taken with intention, fueled by love and the hope of a life with you. They long to remind you of how deeply you are cherished, how irreplaceable you are in their heart. More than anything, they want to ensure you never forget the love that binds you together. They want you to know that no matter how much time has passed or how much distance remains, you are not just another chapter in their story, you are the story. And they are determined not to let it end without giving everything they have to make it real. In my mind, I thought I was doing the right thing when I walked away from you. I convinced myself that letting you go would give you the chance to find someone better, someone who could fully commit to you, love you without hesitation, and meet you at the depth you deserve. Deep down, I knew I wasn't that person for you, and the guilt of falling short weighed heavily on me. I wanted so badly to be everything you needed, but I couldn't ignore the truth. I was broken in ways I hadn't yet healed, and I didn't know how to love in the way you longed for. Even now, I still feel I'm not that person for you. I still see the work I need to do on myself, the changes I need to make before I could ever stand beside you as your true and equal partner. You are so precious, and that's part of why I struggled so much. How could I give you everything when I was carrying a heart filled with cracks and a mind clouded by fear? It wasn't that I didn't want to love you the way you deserved, it was that I didn't know how. My heart was emotionally void, almost numb, and my soul hadn't learned the language of love the way yours had. When you expressed your love for me, it overwhelmed me. It felt almost unreal, too good, too pure, too beautiful. And while part of me wanted to lean into that love and accept it fully, another part of me was frightened. It felt as though I didn't deserve it, and the intensity was something I couldn't process all at once. So instead of embracing it, I ran. I went silent. I shut you out. Please believe me when I say I never meant to cause you pain. Hurting you was never my intention. My silence wasn't a rejection of you but rather a reflection of my own confusion and fear. I left because I didn't know how to handle the intensity of what I felt. Our love was strong, so strong that it terrified me. I knew what you deserved, a love that was steady, reassuring, and fearless. And I knew, painfully, that I wasn't capable of giving you that at the time. We both know you deserve so much more than what I was able to give. I often felt I wasn't on your level. You had this radiant belief in fairy tales, in romance, in the idea of a happily ever after. You carried a vision for your future that was filled with beauty, a home full of warmth, children laughing in the background, and a life where love was the foundation for everything. You deserve all of that, and more than I can even describe. Meanwhile, I was stuck in my own head, wrestling with doubts, fears, and insecurities. Our mindsets clashed. You looked at the world with hope, while I looked at it with caution. You dreamed boldly, while I hesitated, afraid to take that leap. And yet, despite all of that, my love for you never went away. If anything, it grew stronger in my silence, in my absence, and in the distance I tried to create. I told myself I was protecting you, that by leaving, I was giving you the freedom to find someone who could give you everything right now. But the truth is, I still want to be that person for you. I want to settle down with you, to build the future you dream of, and to be the partner who stands proudly by your side. The thought of it has always been beautiful to me, but the actions required to bring that vision to life have scared me. Commitment, responsibility, and vulnerability, they all require strength I didn't have before. But I believe I can find that strength. It won't happen overnight. It will take time, patience, and effort. I will need to keep growing, keep learning, and keep healing from the wounds I've carried for so long. It will be a process of unlearning old fears and opening myself up to the possibility of love in its purest form. I can't promise perfection, but I can promise that I am willing to try. So here I am, asking you a question that weighs heavy on my heart. Can you wait for me? Can you hold on while I do the work I need to do, while I become the partner you deserve? I know it's not fair to ask. I know your heart has already endured so much pain because of my indecision and my silence. I know you could easily choose to move on, to find someone who is ready right now, someone who can love you without delay. And maybe that would even be the wiser choice for you. But if there's even a part of you willing to wait, willing to believe in me and the love I hold for you, then I promise I will rise to meet you. You are the kind of love that people dream of, the kind of person who changes lives simply by being who you are. I see that now more than ever. And though I may not have been ready before, I know deep within me that I want a life with you. I want to share not just fleeting moments of happiness, but a lifetime of them. I want the laughter, the tears, the challenges, and the triumphs. I want the ordinary mornings and the extraordinary milestones. I want all of it, with you. So if you can, my love, give me that time. Let me prove to you that I can grow into the person who can love you without fear, without hesitation, and without restraint. Let me show you that my broken heart can heal, and that my fear can be replaced with courage. Because at the end of it all, I don't just want to be someone who loves you, I want to be someone who deserves you. There is a strong indication that a fresh start is about to take place in your relationship, or perhaps a completely new situation will enter your lives that will breathe in a renewed sense of hope and clarity. This change is not something small or fleeting, it feels like an awakening, a shift in energy that will influence both of you in meaningful ways. The heaviness and uncertainty that have been surrounding your connection are beginning to fade, opening the door to a new chapter where communication, healing, and emotional clarity will become possible. Both you and your partner will begin to feel this renewal deeply, as though the weight of the past is slowly lifting, giving you the opportunity to rebuild from a place of honesty and mutual growth. At the present moment, your partner seems to be carrying a heavy burden within themselves. They may be overwhelmed with responsibilities, old thought patterns, or unresolved emotions that have been clouding their judgment. This has made it difficult for them to approach the relationship with the openness and lightness it deserves. However, this renewal, the sense of awakening that is taking root, will push them to release these outdated perspectives. They will feel a growing urge to break away from their old ways of thinking, to drop the patterns that no longer serve the connection, and to take the brave step of initiating clear communication with you. This shift will not only bring them relief but will also offer the two of you a chance to address the misunderstandings and silent tensions that have built up over time. One of the key things your partner is noticing is that your focus has shifted. They can feel that you are no longer centering your life entirely around them. Instead, you have begun to prioritize yourself, your goals, and your personal well-being. You are putting yourself and your own growth at the top of your priority list, and this is a deeply empowering move for you. It signifies strength, independence, and self-respect, qualities that are essential in any healthy connection. Yet, while this is an incredibly positive change for your personal journey, it is causing your partner to feel uneasy. In fact, it is driving them a little bit crazy, because they miss the attention, energy, and devotion you once gave them so effortlessly. They long for that version of you who poured so much of yourself into the relationship, and the shift is making them realize just how much they rely on your presence. Beneath the surface, however, there are still layers of unresolved issues between you. There are feelings that have gone unspoken, moments of hurt that have not been addressed, and conversations that were never fully expressed. These hidden emotions have created a tension that lingers quietly, but persistently, between you and your partner. This lack of resolution is contributing to their stress and anxiety. It weighs heavily on them, sometimes leaving them restless and uncertain about where the relationship is headed. They may not always show it openly, but inside they are deeply affected by this unfinished emotional business. At times, in an attempt to escape the intensity of these challenges, your partner might convince themselves that the best solution is to move on. They may try to detach, to look elsewhere for peace, or to imagine a life without the weight of these unresolved matters. Yet, no matter how hard they try, they find themselves unable to truly let go. The reason for this is simple but profound: they cannot find the same sense of peace, love, and acceptance anywhere else that you have given them. What they share with you is unique, built on a foundation of unconditional love, something that is incredibly rare and difficult to replicate. Even when they attempt to distance themselves, their heart is inevitably pulled back, because the connection they feel with you is unlike anything they can find outside this relationship. This cycle of trying to move on but being drawn back speaks volumes about the depth of their feelings. It also highlights the fact that what stands between you is not a lack of love, but rather the challenge of confronting the unresolved issues and learning how to heal them. Your partner's inner conflict, between wanting to escape the pain and being unable to let go of the love, shows just how much this connection truly means to them. They recognize, perhaps more than they admit, that the love you offer is not conditional, not based on what they do or how they behave, but rather something deep, genuine, and unwavering. As this fresh start approaches, the important thing to understand is that both of you are being called to step into a space of renewal. For your partner, it means shedding their old thought patterns, finding the courage to be vulnerable, and opening up conversations that they may have avoided in the past. For you, it means continuing to prioritize your own growth while also remaining open to the possibility of rebuilding the connection in a healthier, more balanced way. The sense of renewal is not just about starting over, it is about evolving, about moving forward in a way that allows both of you to feel seen, heard, and valued. In the end, this upcoming shift has the potential to transform the relationship. It can take what once felt heavy and stagnant and infuse it with hope and possibility. Your partner is learning through this experience that love is not about control or constant attention. It is about mutual respect, growth, and the willingness to face challenges together. And you are learning that prioritizing yourself does not mean neglecting the relationship. Instead, it makes you stronger and better equipped to love from a place of wholeness. Together, if both of you embrace this renewal, you have the chance to heal old wounds, deepen your bond, and step into a future that feels far more aligned with the love you both deserve.